Disney trap.
Here we are.
Whoa! Welcome to Side Jag. And I'm just going to leave it there. Welcome. If you don't know what this show is, then you're in for a treat. Woo! Yeah.
I thought you were going to say then F you.
Oh, no, I'm a nice guy, bro.
I know, but I just started. Sometimes you come out of left field. You never know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most times I come out of left field. I mean, it's like, yeah, go, whatever.
Yeah.
No, you know, we watch movies, we eat food, we talk about stuff. You know, that's basically it.
Yeah.
So this week's movie was Love Hurts.
Love Hurts.
Booby Trap. It's a booby trap.
That's who that guy is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
Yeah, that was him.
Dude, this was a total Jackie Chan movie.
Oh, yeah. Like, straight up Jackie Chan.
And I was like, this is great. Like, I've missed this.
Yeah, it was a modern-day Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Plot was
garbage. I mean, it was just like
garbage.
Yeah. But the movie itself was fun. It was literally a Jackie Chan movie in 2025.
100%. How could you go wrong?
Yeah, and I was like,
this is better English.
Yeah.
Yep. You know,
yeah,
there was no running though. Very little running.
There was very little running. There was less shenanigans that, you know, Jackie Chan kind of got into more stuff. He had to do the drunken thing and you know.
And I think Jackie Chan never really wanted to kill anybody.
Right.
Like,
it's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Jackie Chan was always like, I'm gonna beat your ass, but you're not gonna die.
Right.
This movie clearly had death.
Oh yeah, there was literally the guy from Properties Brothers gets
shot in the head. Bro, that was unexpected.
I didn't. So when I seen him and I asked Cassie, I was like, "Yo, is that the guy from?" Yeah, that's the Property Brothers.
Yeah.
And I was thinking this movie set up like this dude's gonna be a total turd, right? He's gonna be a douchebag because you see him, you see the karate thing.
Yeah.
You're like, this dude turns out he's actually a really awesome dude.
It dies immediately,
and he dies immediately, and he kind of kicked ass.
So
until he didn't.
Right. So it was about 5 seconds. I think like every character that got introduced in this movie was like, it was like,
right,
you're gonna die. You're not gonna die, but you're gonna have a really bad headache.
Yeah,
definitely dead. You might as well not even come into work tomorrow. We're just gonna phone it in. You know,
yeah.
Because I mean, if you think about it, I always find it amusing, like when they make these movies with such a small cast.
Yeah.
But there's, you know, like, but how? So it's like it's a very small cast, but we want it to seem like it's part of the world, right? So how do you do that? Well, you have at least one scene where there's lots of people walking around, which was the office. None of them said anything, you know. And it's just people walking around. Like maybe there was 2 people that talked. So it was like one guy got 2 lines, you know, and then she got the rest of the lines, and that was it. And then you had the Frodo's buddy there. You know, they probably got him cheap.
Who was also in Goonies.
Yeah.
Sean Astin.
Yeah. Oh, true. Good call.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Now that makes sense. But so you definitely got him cheap because he's your buddy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know. So, and it's like his role. He's gonna die. He's too nice of a guy. He's gonna.
You think like when she's like the boss wants to see you, think, oh, he's gonna be a dickhead.
Yeah, he was the nicest guy in the world.
100%. He's just like the most genuine, nicest guy you could ever meet.
Wearing his cowboy hats
and a straight up G. When he knows he's gonna die, he's like, well, yeah, I will have that drink because I know what's gonna happen.
Yep. Stabbed in the head with a freaking boba
tea straw. Yeah.
Whatever. So it was like you just knew, like it was like there was nobody in the subdivision.
Yes.
You know, like there's nobody walking around the subdivision. There's no cars in the subdivision. It's literally like we're just gonna block off but you know, you think, oh, but there was other people, so it's like the world. It's like, no, man, they paid no extras.
No,
they had enough for one day of extras.
Dude, there's like a large group of people that absolutely probably hate this movie. But it doesn't, because you know they like the damn show from the new Star Wars show. Andor,
yeah.
those people, and it's like this. It doesn't take much to make us happy.
No,
don't take yourself serious. Have some action. Maybe do a callback to something before that was great. And
dude, so the hitman, the Raven.
Yes, the poet.
I mean, dude, that guy was so priceless. It's like he's the Raven, and he writes poetry. It's like,
did you get like Scott Pilgrim versus the World vibes from this?
No.
Because he was like one of the evil exes. Like he he wasn't in real life, but he had a thing. He's a poet. He's got knives.
Well, and he's like, it's just what I do. It's what I do. And it's like, bro, what do you what, feathers? I love that when he's like, he's like, he's like, ow, what feather? Really, feathers? And then ow, ow, ow.
Yeah. And then the brief team up was great too. And it's he's like, so we team up? They're trying to kill both of us. And then they try to kill each other after they team
right
up.
away. And it was like, that was a mistake. Yeah. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Like, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm the star of the movie. Don't even bother.
Exactly. Yeah.
Take the white girl and run.
Exactly.
Just to be dumb. The whole, and then you're like, oh, so it was a love thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, for me, I was like, wait, isn't he supposed to be hidden? And his face is everywhere. So his brother knew where he was.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was a surprise.
And no, the whole thing was he killed what's her name?
The girl.
The girl. I can't remember her name in the thing, but that was enough to get him out. That's what he had said at one point. That's what got him out. But obviously she's back, and he's back in.
As soon as the best line was the brother goes, you've never been able to beat me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're dead. Like,
exactly.
you're gonna die. Like, you can't. Like, did you not read your script? Like, you don't say shit like that. Like, have you never been to the movies before?
Just even in the context of the movie, like when he was doing this before, he had nothing to fight for, and he was that good.
Yeah.
Now he has a life that he loves.
Yeah.
He has something to fight for now.
Yeah. You're screwed.
Yeah, and it's like you're going down.
They killed everybody.
Yeah.
They literally killed everybody, and then just walked away like nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, like even the good people died.
Oh yeah, everybody.
The property brother dude died.
And then he goes from being a real estate guy to working in a strip club.
Exactly.
Perfect transition.
It's like, hey, it's got to happen.
Happy.
Listen, it didn't overstay its welcome. It's like an hour and 23 minutes.
Oh, it's perfect timing.
And I was like, yeah, this right here.
Yes,
makes me happy. I'm not going to say it's a good movie.
No,
I'm going to say I had a good time, and it was.
Yep. We laughed. We didn't take anything serious.
Yeah.
There was a couple like, oh,
exactly. Yeah. When dude got smoked, I was like, holy shit.
Oh, dude. Yeah. No kidding. Did you see that? Bro, he just got like, just shot in the head.
And it's like a hole this big too.
Oh man, you're just like, damn.
Oh my god.
They are not playing around. They hired him to kill him. All the extras are getting shot in the head, stabbed in the eyes, shot in the head. And you're just like, oh, okay, like, sure, man. That seems like a winner.
Yeah.
I don't really crewman number 7 on this group. Get that, you're dying for sure.
Yeah.
It's like when he started climbing, what the hell's a little spider monkey?
Exactly.
Oh, and then the British guy with the 2 gold teeth that got knocked out.
Yes.
Talk about a character that really serves no purpose and just kind of gets away with everything. Like, he's the only one that lived.
Yeah, he's like Mr. Magoo. Yeah.
He just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, wait, that guy? Okay, sure. Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah,
it was funny because like he was good for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like he had a very small purpose in this movie, but he was around longer. But I really didn't mind it. But he was just like, what the hell's he doing?
Yeah, and then he's sitting there he's got no teeth, but yet he's chewing on the tape. Somehow that worked. I don't know how that worked.
Yeah.
And really the only purpose he served in all of this was to validate her story.
Yeah.
That was it. That was they needed some way to validate her story, so they brought this guy in, and you're like, this is the mob's accountant.
Exactly.
Like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I use the term mob as in criminal organization. It wasn't the mob. These are amateurs at best.
Yeah, it was
working out of a Boboli shop that sold kung fu movies.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, he works out of a Boboli tea shop. And
like, who were your rival gangs? That's what I want to know. Who are the rival gangs?
They worked at this. They worked out of the Starbucks down the street. And he was so intense with those drinks.
Oh, he stabbed his brother with the straws were a weapon more than once, twice at least.
Yeah. Very Boboli straws were vicious.
Yeah.
That's a new one. That was new. That was cool.
I mean, those are sharp.
I mean, it was a twist on the pencil.
Yeah.
Because I feel at some point he stabbed somebody. Like somebody got stabbed with a pen at some point. I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My real question for this movie is this his Jackie Chan? Is he going to be
the next Jackie Chan?
Yes, is that his goal, right?
Well, but the thing is, it's not like he's young.
No.
He's older. He's old. He's got to be.
He's got to at least be my age. He's late
40s, early 50s. I mean, I mean, or early 40s, late 50s, or whatever. Late 50s. Yeah, you get it. I don't know, but I mean, sure, why not? I mean, I'd see another one of these. I do 3 of these.
Yeah.
I mean, throwing some other stuff.
There's Netflix now. Like, it doesn't have to make $1 million.
Oh, that sucks. It was really good.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's fun.
It's totally worth the watch. Worth the watch.
It's an hour and 20 minutes. You're
put not in popcorn, sit back tomorrow night, put it on, and you'll be like, oh yeah, you're not gonna feel bad. You're gonna have a feel good feeling. It was cute. And at the end of the day, it was a love story.
Oh wow.
Jackie Chan is old.
I forgot that. Yeah, he was
70s.
Yeah.
So there again, this guy could easily fall into that spot and do the Jackie Chan revival.
Yeah.
Because now Jackie Chan is Mr. Miyagi. So I mean, anything is possible. Why not though? I would definitely do it. Have you had a chance to watch the trailer for Nobody 2 yet?
No, I haven't.
God, dude, you gotta watch that.
I know I do gotta watch it.
It's so good. It's gonna be so bad.
Dude, like the first movie was so awesome, like unexpectedly awesome that
this one is gonna suck so bad.
They always do. You can never follow it up.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. Oh. Yeah. Well, They Call Me Bruce. That was a great movie back in the day.
Well, listen, let's be honest. Bruce Lee was a bit of an ass.
A bit?
He was a little.
You've been watching, but he was a full ass.
Yeah.
Like,
but he could
don't get me wrong.
Me too.
I got his VHS tapes. I watched everything he made. I'm all about the Dragon, man. But yeah.
He was awesome, dude. I mean, he could back up what he was saying.
Oh, and back it right up, man, from 2 inches away.
Exactly.
Ow. So, okay. So good movie. Definitely good recommendation. So I got the opportunity to actually watch some shit this weekend.
Oh man.
I know it was crazy because Haley was slow. So I watched some really bad anime, which was fantastic. I enjoyed the shit. I watched some really bad anime. I watched this, and then I was the third movie. Now I sat down Monday night, so at 8:00, or not 8:00. It was right after we did the live show Monday night. I was like, okay, I sat down. I made some popcorn, and I was getting ready to watch nothing other than Captain America. Because in my mind, it's like I already thought it was available on Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize it didn't come out until this week. So I was like, shit, man, this sucks. Yeah. So I was like, man, this blows. There's one other movie I want to watch, and it's on Paramount. No, not Paramount. There's 2 of them. What's the other one?
Peacock.
I think it's on Peacock. And it's called Novocaine.
It's not. It's an older movie, isn't it?
No.
Is it new?
Yeah.
I swore I've seen a movie called Novocaine, but
there probably has been many movies named Novocaine, but this one is called Novocaine. It's a new movie. And the guy that's in Novocaine is Dennis Quaid's son. And better known he's the voice of the main guy in Lower Deck, the Star Trek show that's on Paramount. He's that guy. That's him. He plays that character, and he's holy shit. So the premise for the movie is young guy. He works at a bank, and you just think he's normal at first. Just kind of a nerd. He's very nerdy looking, very homely. Drinking his milkshake in the morning, looks miserable. Miserable white guy. The girl in it is the girl from Battle Angel.
Oh, he said he's in The Boys. I know you're talking about now.
Oh, is he in The Boys too?
Yeah. He's the nerdy.
Oh, he's the main guy in The Boys.
Yeah, he's the main guy in The Boys.
Yeah. So I don't watch The Boys. That's why. Yeah, good call. That's Dennis Quaid's son.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Haley pointed it out because Haley got roped into it, and then I was watching, and I was like, I can see it. There's a couple. Where you can see it.
As soon as you say it, and then he said The Boys, I was like, oh, I can see it.
Yeah. So I forgot he was in The Boys. I've only watched like season 1 and part of season 2. Yeah. So anyways, so he has a condition where he can't feel pain.
Ooh.
At all. It's not a superpower.
I've seen the preview for this actually.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I wanted to watch that. Was it good? Was it worth it?
Oh my god, it was like, dude. Haley came in late and watched it. Haley screams.
Really?
She fucking screams. Oh my god, dude! It is the most insane fucking movie.
I'm writing it down. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna give any more of it away.
Yeah,
because holy shit!
I wanted to see that. I've seen the previews. I like him as an actor.
Yeah, it's nothing great. Okay, it's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like Love Hurts. You work your way through it,
right?
And it's a love story, and it's funny. It is cringy, and oh my god, like
that's funny,
dude. When we got done, we were like stressed out. We got done watching it. We're just like, Jesus Christ, what did we just watch? Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. The journey was great. Like, it is so cool. It also has if you watch, they give it away at some point, but it also has Spider-Man's partner, the dude he went to school with.
Oh, okay,
yeah. He's
the new Spider-Man you're talking about.
Yeah. He's in it as well. There's kind of a reveal of him in it, but and if you paid attention, you can pick it up from his voice because you're going, damn, I know that guy's voice. Who is that? Haley had to look it up. She's like, oh, that's the dude from Spider-Man. I was like, oh yeah. I forgot about The Boys. Yeah, that's right. I just know him from Lower Deck. Because he's really good in that. And they did a live show of Lower Deck at one point where all the characters got put into the other Star Trek. So I was like, oh, that's that guy. I know that guy. But I couldn't remember what I knew him from. So The Boys. Perfect. But no, Novocaine, definitely, like, you gotta see that. Holy shit.
I'll check that out for sure.
Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Dude.
I forget about, like, if I don't write it down, and I see a preview, then I completely forget about it when it comes out to streaming, and
yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's like I watched Civil War last week, the actual movie called Civil War, where it was a like A24 movie.
Yes,
like America was actually in a civil war, and it had the girl that played Mary Jane. And
what'd you think about it,
dude? Shit, man.
It's like so we watched this at Derek's when I was up there, and I was like, yeah, I've been wanting to watch this. It was like they didn't give me the stuff I wanted.
I don't know what I wanted, to be honest with you. I wasn't into any of it.
Right.
So I didn't really have a
Derek was the same way. He was like, yeah, he's like, I hated the movie altogether. And I was like, well, I wanted to know more about how did we get in this position? Like,
so they briefly talked about it, like,
right.
you know,
but I want to know the details of like how did it go down?
The president. It was all the president, you know, like
yeah,
you know,
they tell that.
They tell you certain things like when he did this or when he did that. And you know, it's just not cool for other people. I'm glad they didn't do details. The movie didn't need details because I mean, fill in the blank. I mean, the scary part was how fast it all destabilized, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, like and there again, it was almost like this post-apocalyptic, but yet still normal society. Like there's no like zombies running around, it's just douchebags.
Right.
You know, and it's like,
which is always the real threat.
Yes, douchebags are 100% the real threat. Anybody with a gun is the real threat. You know, so you know, and here's the one thing about that movie that kind of threw me off, right? When she gets shot, okay, so they made a big point of telling everyone they had to wear armor. You know, get your armor, wear armor, gave her armor. She was wearing armor when she got shot in the back. Okay. So did she actually die? Or was it just because they just cut to the ending, right? So I don't think she died. I think she sacrificed herself, not dying, but sacrificed herself so the girl could go in and get the shot. She could be the next one to get the great photo, because there was no pool of blood.
Yeah,
you know, which if she got shot, there would be a pool of blood. There was no pool of blood, and she was wearing armor, so
and she could just lay there and play dead, and no one would be
or
the
just
wiser.
be knocked the fuck out because she got shot. But there was, and I was like, that's an interesting question. Did she die? Because everybody else that died in that movie, they showed blood. Like when the one old guy in the car that was with them, which was sad when he died, because he was a good character. I liked him. He was the bridge between the two of them. So, you know, he served a good purpose. I liked his character in that. And there again, as we go down the journey and I have to film more and more stuff and I have to make sense of it all, it's like you kind of see why these characters exist, you know, and why they put them in there, and that why they're, you know, it's an easy kill because she had learned everything she needed to know, so they didn't need him anymore.
And he was slowing them down. So
yeah, well, there was nothing else that he was going to add to the plot because the girl had learned what she needed to know from him. So at that point, he could move on. I mean, it'd been nice if they didn't kill him, but I can see why he had to move on.
Yeah.
You know, and then the driver, of course, you know, I loved his thing. Wait. I need a soundbite. You know, don't kill me. Perfect. You know, and you know who that was? The guy that played the president, right?
Yeah, that's
the comedian.
I think it was damn name, but
from like Parks and Rec or whatever.
Yeah, the guy, the very serious guy in
that's funny as hell.
Yeah,
yeah, he's got a beard. He's always
He was in The Last of Us. He was the guy. He played the gay guy in the first season of The Last of Us.
He does a lot of stuff that he doesn't look like him in.
Yeah.
I've noticed that because I was like, when he's dressed, you know, you know, it's his standard Parks and Rec face. Where
there was with the big mustache. That's how I recognize him. Yeah,
and it's like he's got that, and you're just like, but he dresses up so well to where you have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was funny, but no, that movie, you know. I felt like I'd be like where their parents were. Yeah, my parents are
Nick Offerman.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah, my parents in Colorado pretending like none of this is happening.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'd be doing.
Like, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
It's like, dude, I'm like, that,
wake me when
everyone's
it's over and tell me who I filed my taxes
yeah,
with. That's all I need to know.
exactly. Like, I'm not, everyone's like, oh, I'd be out. No, bro, I'm not shooting. First of all, I'm not shooting anybody that's gonna make them want to shoot at me.
Right.
Like, listen,
you stay off my lawn, I'll stay off of your lawn. You fight your war, I'm gonna be over here chilling.
Listen, I wasn't gonna throw no tea over the boat either back in the 1700s, but I'm weighing like who's gonna win. Like,
have you heard the real story behind that? The whole tea
I don't
thing?
know.
So there's a couple documentaries now that kind of actually talk about the Boston Tea Party as what it really is, not whose tea was it and all this other it's actually kind of like, wow, we were dicks. Like, they made way more out of that than they've changed like the narrative on that one a lot.
Wait, listen, whoever wins the
whoever wins gets to tell the story for sure. And at some point, as P. Diddy knows, the truth comes out.
Exactly. Well, and all this kind of started from the Federalist Papers and stuff like that. So this was all planned, and that was a stunt that happened to kind of kick it off and get the people on their side.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we were out there doing stuff.
Oh, for sure. So all right.
So one more show that I was talking about with a guy at work today. Did you ever watch any of The Handmaid's Tale?
Mm-mm.
So I watched the first 2 seasons, and the first season was really great. Second was okay, but it has like 6 seasons. I'm out of it.
Oh yeah.
But the discussion I had with him is, the premise of it, right?
Not a clue. So
the premise of that is there's like a Christian group that has taken over the United States.
Perfect.
And they're an extremist group. There was something that happened that made most people infertile, most women infertile.
Perfect.
And most of those women that was my discussion with him, is they all happen to be part of the Christian takeover part, and they enslaved women that could be impregnated as handmaids. So they would also have the babies. So they were the cleaning and all this stuff. Which one part that I thought was funny, it was like, didn't it? They're the Christian fundamentalists that believe this happened because of an act of God. They don't ever say what actually happened to make them infertile.
Right.
But my whole thing was like, yeah, that was great. Like, the first season was great. And if they would have stopped at the second, probably would have been great. Right. The movie or the show I want to see is, how did this all go down? What actually happened to make that split happen? How did the war go down? Which states went down first? How did the
history of it all?
That's the part that I'd want to know, which I think most people would probably hate. But
yeah,
that was, I kind of like Civil War. I'm kind of like that on there, but I don't think that movie's good enough to tell the backstory.
No, I don't want to know the backstory.
Yeah,
there again, it was not a good movie. It was just that was a cash grab that probably didn't get a lot of cash. I mean, it had some decent stars.
Yeah,
I look at that whole motion picture.
Yeah,
the company that's making those is like Netflix.
Yeah, they're trying stuff. Yeah,
they're just making cheap movies. Fast, like
and some of them are hits. Some of them are great.
Decent amount of like somebody put some money into that movie. Like, the sets in it were just like, holy shit! Like, you have the whole White House set, you have the whole Washington set, and a lot of that can be CG. I know, and so somebody put a lot in there. Again, that costs money too. So, somebody's putting money into these. I would love to see the green screen work that they got going on to kind of get an idea of like, okay, this this is what you're getting. Right. But in there again, these small movies, I hate small. Okay, I don't hate. I find it disturbing when you have a small movie. Let it be a small movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't.
But when you try to make a small movie seem like a big movie, That's when it just kind of like it falls apart.
Yeah.
This movie wasn't trying to do that. Like that Civil War wasn't really trying to do that, but it was, it was leading up to the grand finale. Of like, we're all going to Washington. We're gonna kill everybody. Woo, yeah! It's like, okay, yeah, no, I get the LED wall thing. Like we yes, like the whole thing that they use in the Mandalorian and stuff like that. But some of these sets are way bigger than LED walls.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's
and that movies like that are always going to intrigue me. I love I love history, American history specifically, but I love alternate history as well.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's definitely fun.
Like because what would happen, the guys that done Game of Thrones were set to do their Civil War show, which would be what America was if the South had won the Civil War. Right. Which I'd be really interested in their take. Like how
well, did you ever watch Man on High Tower?
No, I did not. Because it was so boring, man. I really tried. I watched like 3 episodes and like, my God, this is all exposition. Like, I feel like I should read this instead of watch this because I could read faster than they're showing me on screen.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like,
okay, so you took a vacation this week.
Vacation, little mini trip.
You flew down. You flew to Orlando.
Flew to Orlando, road trip to Anna Marie Island
in your convertible Mustang.
In the convertible Mustang, I hate Florida traffic. We went. Matter of fact, as we were going down, I was like, "This is not the path I'm taking." And I see that if we divert and we go through Lakeland, we could pass Tampa, even though it's going to cost us 20 extra minutes. And I think it was well worth it. It was a lot of back roads and stuff, but my God, dude, it was, I mean,
okay.
I don't ever want to drive through Tampa again. It's like driving through New York, man, or Houston.
Well, I mean, Tampa's easy. I mean, it's just 275 right through there.
But it's the people. It's like, listen, Florida people, man. I mean, you live there.
Hey, it's just a normal day, man.
Listen, I don't know what I used to think Oklahoma drivers were like the worst. Man, there's some close calls and people wanted to fight. Someone almost rear-ended me in a rental and pulled over and was like, and I looked up and I was like, you almost rear-ended me. Like I was stopped.
Yeah.
I was at a stoplight.
Yeah.
What are you mad about? That you didn't hit me?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I ignore everybody. So.
Oh God, yes.
Ignorance is bliss.
We'll start with the car.
Okay.
It's what year is yours?
2020.
So it's probably almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like a 2024 that we had.
Yeah.
A lot more room than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
So like the trunk was decent size.
Yeah.
Comfortable. So I enjoyed the car, the stereo. Okay at low volumes. It absolutely falls on its face. You try to turn it up. Of course, every rental I get, I'm checking the stereo. But I like the Mustang. It's a comfortable ride for 2 people. If you got more than 2, I don't know what to tell you because no one's getting in that back seat.
No, the back seat is totally useless.
Yeah.
Unless you have really short legs.
Yeah, or no legs at all. Like you put an amputee back there, probably okay.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I enjoyed the car. We went to Anna Marie Island. So Friday we got there. Cassie didn't want to go to the beach that day. She just wanted to go eat. And I was like, all right, fine. Listen, this is your weekend. You tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So we went to the brand. I can't remember. It's the Gulf Cafe or something like that. One of them tourist trap cafes.
Yeah.
But it was like family owned, like by a Greek family. You could tell they were really Greek. And we were right there on the ocean. Food was mediocre. It was expensive. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. The exact place. And the clam chowder was okay. It was.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, you got clam chowder, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we just had a trip last year where I had like some of the best plants I ever had in my life. And I was like, it's not as bad as like what you get around here. But when you compare it directly to that, it was good though. Right. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good.
Okay.
And it was expensive. So we did that. And then we went back, kind of got an early night. We're like, hey, we're going to get up early. Went to the beach. That place, man, like the water, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
The water was awesome. There's hardly any waves, which, we kind of like a little bit of waves.
Right.
But it was just super, like someone who just wants to relax and not fight any waves or do anything. This is your spot.
Right.
The only problem is it's so residential down there that you park in a residential neighborhood in designated parking. And, we had to walk 3/4 of a mile carrying our stuff to get to Bean Point where we wanted to be.
Right.
So we did that, set up, and we were out there for 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
Holy shit.
So we were out there hanging out.
So you've made my beach quota. That's more time than I've spent at the beach in like probably 10 years.
Yeah, so we were out there for a good long time. Had the umbrella set up, had the chairs. I just bought the cheap, like, listen, I'm going to buy the cheapest umbrella they got, the cheapest anchor, and then the cheapest, just the camping chairs.
Yeah.
Because we're going to leave it all. We're flying,
Yeah.
So we were like $30 all in, but it was perfect. It was a cheap little umbrella set up. Right. We were under there hanging out, swimming, kind of the mix of both. When we were leaving, we actually seen a younger couple there trying to hide under their towels to get a little break from the sun. I was like, hey, you guys want they actually didn't speak any English, so we broke out the translate app and it's like, hey, free gift, do you want? Oh yeah, thank you. Like, all right, now we don't got to carry this shit back. Like, perfect. But we knew doing that hike, we went to the other beaches, we kind of experienced what was going on in that area. Got to see, we drove down the strip where it's super, like, traffic was terrible, of course. Yeah. At any beach, it's going to be like that. So we did all that, and we ate. The second time, so we had what did we have for breakfast? Oh, we had a place called the Donut Experiment there.
Yeah, I saw those. Those pictures look good.
Really good. Those donuts, legit. They were cake donuts. They were hot and fresh.
Oh, nice.
They make them however you want them made.
Oh, wow.
So you fill out a little ticket and you tell them what to put on there.
Oh. So
we did that. Donuts, fantastic. That held us over to like lunch or till dinner almost, because we brought lunch in a little cooler. So we ate lunch on the beach. That night when we got done with that, we intended to eat at the fancy beach restaurant, which I figured would be pretty good. Went to get the valet parking. Cassie went in to reserve our seats, and the guy's like, hey, I'm just going to tell you it's like an hour and 45 minutes what they're telling me. I was like, hold up, don't put the ticket on there yet. I want to see what she wants to do. So she's like, yeah, I don't want to wait there. I was like, all right, well, we'll go find another spot. So we found a little dock area on the sound side. Mm-hmm. And we had had a really good fish taco. They had like a blackened grouper fish tacos. Cassie actually ordered the shrimp. So she got the fried shrimp.
Okay.
We watched the sunset from there. Really, really nice little place. The key lime pie. I was like, I gotta try it. It's like it's house made key lime pie. It's Florida.
Right. Yeah.
Where the key lime. It was fantastic. It was really good key lime pie. Very tart.
Yes. Well, that's what makes it.
It's how that's how it has to be. And Cassie's like, oh, that's too much. Like, this what is it? Like, for what this is very good. So
yeah. Key lime pie is like eating the asshole out of lemon.
Dude, it's got some bite. You're not just gonna house it like the cheesecake.
So so what you need on a key lime pie is there's supposed to be a dollop of like cream.
They had a bunch of whipped cream and you have to cut it with it.
Yes. That's what you do. That's the secret. You got to cut the sour with the sweet.
And it's like they knew that because they had a bunch of whipped cream. So I was a little bit of bit of key lime whipped cream, and it was like handmade whipped cream.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
Apparently, I'm very pale. I'm from Michigan, bro. I don't tan at all. It's not even in my DNA. It's Sue's, poor Haley, because Sue's just as bad as I am because her family's from Canada. So
hey, you run faster in the sun.
That's true. Yeah.
So we did that. After being at the beach, we were both like, this is great, and it's a really nice beach, and like the sand's great, the water's great, but it's not what we're used to. What we're used to, it's like you could just walk onto the beach. There's no parking issues,
right,
and all that. And it's like, now we've been there, we know, and that's why you go on these trips, these weekend trips. You try these places out and see if you like it
before you waste all your real money.
Right, exactly. Because if to get that situation that we had at our other place, it would have cost us like $10,000.
Of course, because you got to run a house on the beach.
Right there, right. Whereas up in Orange Beach or in northern Florida, you can get it less than $5,000 for the whole week.
Right.
So, and the water is not as clear, but the beaches are just as nice in my opinion, and you get a little more waves of fun for if you want a boogie board or something. So I'm like, hey, what do you want to do tomorrow then? We have a beach trip in August. We're going to be there for 7 days. Do you want to do something else? It's like, I could do something else, or I could go back to the beach. So I was like, what do you think about going to Disney? We'll just go to Orlando, wake up in the morning, go to Orlando early, go to Disney. Yeah, that'd be great. And then, so this is my ploy, right? Because here's what I want to do. I want to go see Rise of the Resistance. I want to experience Rise of the Resistance. So I'm like, hey, you already know, like, this is a scheme the whole way through, right?
So I had to be the ploy in this to
you did play a part. Yes, you did play a part.
I was like, how do I word this so that because I didn't just come out and say what park to go to. I gave you these are the parks. Here's what we know, and I broke them all down for you. The one park I didn't put on there was the zoo, whatever,
the animal kingdom,
because that sucks. Yeah. It's too hot. So,
listen, you're like Hollywood Studios, that's Star Wars. That's all I needed to see.
Yeah.
But in order for this to work, I was like, hey, listen, last time we haven't been to Disney in over 12 or 15 years. But when we did go, we went to the Animal Kingdom, and last time we were in California, well, not the very last time before that, we were at Disneyland, which is like the Magic Kingdom, very similar. Right. So I was like, hey, let's try something new. Let's try Hollywood Studios. They have the Star Wars stuff there. And she's like, oh, okay. Does Haley have thoughts?
Yeah. Boo.
Yeah, go away. Next week? No, not yet, because we won't be here. Why? What movie do you want?
I want to watch the Osama bin Laden documentary.
Well, it's fine. It'll take 2 weeks. It'll take 2 weeks. We'll watch it. It's fine.
Fine.
Okay, good.
So we're Hollywood Studios. We're in. Buy the 1-day tickets, $185 a person after tax.
Okay.
I was like, that's pretty steep from what I remember. But hey, listen, we're on vacation. We're already gonna be there.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay on property. That way we can park at the hotel way before we check in. We can ride the buses. We don't have to do the whole day to park and do all this stuff. So we stayed at the All-Star Movies Resort.
Okay.
The cheapest one they have.
Yep. Yeah.
But it was fine. Like, it was great.
Yeah, no, I like that one. That one's nice.
Yeah.
The rooms are all the same. It doesn't matter where you stay.
Oh, really?
See, they're all the same. You can say,
I was like, I'm just going for the cheapest one. And I figure it's Disney. It's going to be a certain level of nice, no matter what.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you stay. The rooms are all the same.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. That's good to know.
Yeah. So I mean, it's trust me, we've stayed all over that fucking.
It's just the amenities around it that change.
Yeah. Okay. So like
they had a really nice pool at that one. I was.
Oh, dude, listen, All-Star Music, Sports, movies, Pop Century, and Art of Animations. They're all the same.
Yeah.
And they're all fantastic. And then you have there's pairs. They built everything in pairs.
Yeah.
So you have there's Orleans and Caribbean Beach Club. They're exactly the same. And then there's like there's a couple of them that are over there by like the lodge, and there's a couple of them that are hotels of Epcot. They're all the same rooms. It's literally all they do is change the exterior.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, because we had like the queen bed, and then there was a trundle bed or whatever.
Yeah. No, those are fun because you can take because those do those have the gondolas? No, I don't think those.
No. We just had the buses.
Yeah, you just have buses. So the gondolas are
Pop Century, I think.
Pop and Animation have gondolas because we stayed there to go on the gondolas.
That's what I told her. I was like, next time I'd like to stay at Pop Century just so we can ride those.
Yeah, that's what
it looks like a ride in its own.
They are fun.
Yeah.
You can also take those from Epcot to Hollywood Studios.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we had to park Harper, we'll be going back, but it's been so long. So we stayed. It's like easy travel. You don't have to park. You don't have to do all that stuff.
No, the buses are nice.
So we went, got there about 10 after 9. Wow. Busiest time to get there because everyone's trying to get in, which is fine. I expected it. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be busy. It just is what it is. I already have our mindset. We'll make it through it. Once we get through the funnel, it'll open up, and it won't be so bad.
For sure.
So we got in there, and it's like, all right, what are we going to ride? I got the app. They show you ride times now, which is great. Like wait times. Like, okay, we're going to hit the lowest wait time for a ride that we definitely want to ride. So we started off with a 20-minute wait on Tower of Terror.
Oh, wow. Okay. Classic ride. Okay.
So we got on there. Have never rode it because they didn't have that in California Disney. And we only went to Magic Kingdom the last time we came here. So
that's that California Adventure.
Right. Which last time we went, they didn't have that.
Now it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. So Tower of Terror is great. I knew that it went out into the into the rows, and it goes up and down. Lost my sunglasses. I didn't actually lose them, but they came off my shirt. And and so I had that, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. This was a cool ride. This was fun.
I just call it the human yo-yo.
This is exactly what it is. Yeah.
I don't like it.
And listen, then we went from there to the Rock and Roller Coaster, which was right by it.
Whew.
I hated that ride.
Takeoff
gave me a headache, dude. It was like,
the takeoff is what kills you.
Yeah,
because it's a mag coaster, so it's basically 0 to as fast as it can go, and it goes right into a whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
So that I've ridden that the most. I'm not a roller coaster guy. I just go on it because Haley bugs me.
Right.
The secret to it is to yell as loud as you can when you take off, because you have to vacate your lungs.
Like equalize the pressure.
Yeah, you do. Seriously. At first, I was like,
that's what I did, and I got a wicked headache.
Yeah. So if you yell, the compression from the ride taking off so fast, if you just give in and scream like a bitch, much better. Because as soon as you go up like this, the ride slows down.
I'm gonna do that next time. The ride's kind of fun. I mean, I'm like you. Like roller coasters don't do a whole lot for me. But Cassie loves them, and I'll do them as long as it's not back to back. But they gave me a wicked headache.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Luckily, she had some Advil. She's always prepared with that kind of medicine stuff. It's like
ice cream right outside. You could get ice cream.
Well, we didn't get ice cream. We actually only spent like $40 in the park.
Oh,
while we're there.
You definitely get ice cream.
We took bottled water. We didn't take any snacks, but we rode that. Then it was like, okay, now at this point, rides are starting to pack up.
Yeah,
a ton of people.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
You got 2 big e-ticket rides over with in the beginning, so
and there's only literally like 5 big rides in that park worth anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we're like Rise of Resistance, 65 minutes. Like it's not going to be any shorter than this, probably.
No, that's fine. An hour. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like and I expected that ride to have a lot of stuff to look at as you go through it.
Yeah, it does.
And so it's
like 3 rides in one.
Dude, that like just getting through there, the hours, air conditioning, it's like, oh, this is great. Like I'm hanging out, I'm checking shit out. I didn't download the app to do the games or whatever, but I'm just checking everything out. Dude, that ride, like that was the coolest experience of my life. Riding it. I was telling Cass, like, I'm not lying. I'm like getting a little emotional.
Dude, when you step onto that Star Destroyer.
Dude, it is so awesome. Like I'm not lying, dude. I literally got a little emotional.
Oh,
I didn't cry, but I felt it.
They're standing there and they're just kind of rocking and turning their heads and looking at you.
Oh my god! And it just looks like you're on the damn movie set, dude.
It's so cool.
And
so I mean, the one thing about the Rise of Resistance that is it's like the ride that doesn't stop.
It's how long? Do you know how long it is? It seemed like 30-something minutes.
It's very long, and it's designed that way because you go through several queues.
Dude, it's
so once you get in where Ray is talking to you, BB-8 is rolling around, and it's like, oh, what is this? And there again, that's just a queue. That's just giving you something to do instead of waiting. Yep. You know, and then they run you out, and you get onto the shuttle, and the shuttle is like, you know, and you're bouncing around in the shuttle, going, oh, is this the ride? You know, what are we doing? And it's like,
exactly.
You know, because you're on a ride basically, and you're like, the next thing you know,
when you go outside to get onto there,
which there's X-wings sitting outside,
right? Yeah,
you know, and they're moving you like, come on, hurry up, we gotta go. You know, and you're like, whoa, who are we looking at? Poe Daniels in that X-wing. That's so cool, you know. And then you're in there, you know. And then the door opens up, and you're on the, you know, the evil people come in, and they're like, you know, like,
first order.
You know? And you step out into that
you're no longer outside.
Yeah, and it's like you're in this room where it's like
just huge, dude.
TIE fighter on the wall, hundreds of stormtroopers staring at you. Everyone is yelling at you, go, and you're just going.
And it's all like, I didn't examine them, but they all look like movie quality.
Oh, they are, and they're all moving.
Dude,
They all slightly move, and some of them will turn their heads and do this.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous. And
the people working in the First Order stay in character the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're talking a little bit of shit, like, hey, we got to move. Pictures meant to last a lifetime, not the lifetime taking it. All this, you know.
Oh yeah, they got all kinds of lines, and so you know, and then you go to, and that's there again. That leads you to another queue.
Yeah,
and like they're coming up and down, like, you know, it's eyes forward and shut up and don't talk and stand. Look at your squares.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then they throw you into then you go into another queue. You know, and you're like, what the frick? And then, you know, Kylo Ren comes out, and you know, and the whole room is shaking, and you're like, what the frick? You know, and then the redhead comes out and goes, don't worry. You know, and you're like, oh yeah, traitor. and then the wall opens, you know, and the effects to make the wall open are the coolest thing ever, because you're
yeah.
Whoa, that looks like somebody's actually changes. So the actual ride, there's a Kylo Ren in the ride, not up on the bridge, like when you slide into the bridge and they're up there talking, and you're like, oh, that's cool. But there's another scene where he's trying to use the Force. He's got his lightsaber in his hand. He's trying to pull you towards him. Did you get that?
Yes, I did get that.
Okay, so you got that one. So he breaks frequently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so there's another version of that where he is in a custom TIE fighter outside of the window, and he does that. The one part of the ride that has been broke since it opened is the turrets, the laser turrets. You know, when you go and then like you're stopping and the turrets are just sitting there and they're firing. Those are supposed to do this.
Okay.
Okay. And like every time they fire, they move back. They have not worked since the ride is opened. I don't know what happened. So it just seems kind of weird. Like you're doing this and you're like, why am I doing this? That's why. Because those happen.
And that part of the ride where you're in the escape pods.
Oh yeah.
That's like the fun part of the
ride. Is the ride
part. Yeah, that's the fun. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like it's moving on magnetic tracks, and
so that's actually the whole ride.
Yeah,
that is the ride. Everything before that is just queue.
Yep.
So that ride is
when you go through the AT-AT area.
Oh yeah,
with full size AT-ATs, and it's like, my God, dude, this
is this kid's dream come true.
Dude, I was like this close to having just like a little single tier.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Dude, when Kylo's lightsaber comes through the ceiling, and you're going, how in the hell do they do that? Because, dude, they spent so.
And it scared me at first, like, holy shit. Like,
yeah.
like he's
so the Rise of the Resistance is there's several other rides. So Ratatouille at Epcot is built off of the same ride.
Really?
It's the exact same ride. Okay, it's just your Ratatouille. So you're in a mouse car doing the same thing.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
And it's all in French, which really sucks. The whole thing is in French. And you're like, the movie's in English, but it's French. It's like, so everyone's talking in French. And you're like, this is dumb.
Where's the subtitles?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's the Ratatouille movie, and you're in a Ratatouille car, but it's the same as the Rise of the Resistance. And then the other one that is built off of the same thing is the Runaway Train. Mickey's Mouse Runaway Train.
Oh, that's also in Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, that's in the Chinese.
I thought it was gonna be Land.
No, it's not.
Damn it.
It is the Rise of the Resistance. It's the same ride.
I should have wrote it.
Oh God, yeah. It's
fantastic. Dude, I messed up. Yeah, it was starting to get hot. Like we rode that. I finished with Star Tours, which is just a classic ride that I remember when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah. Did you go on the Millennium Falcon ride?
No, the Smuggler's Run.
Yeah.
It had too long of a wait, and I was like, dude, it's hot. Like there's more.
The only thing that's cool about Smuggler's Run is you go inside of the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you're sitting in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon.
Ooh.
So there's 6 seats in the Millennium Falcon. There's the Han Solo and Chewie.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 more seats, and then 2 more seats behind it. And there's all these levers and buttons and switches and shit that you have to like hit the switch, do this, turn that, and like, so think of like an interactive version of Star Tours.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what it is. It's just cool. Inside of the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. And so there's like 6 or 8 of these in the arm, and so you're walking into your Millennium Falcon, and it has the table and the whole thing from the Millennium Falcon, all the scenes, the bed and all that. So you get to walk into a Millennium Falcon. So really the coolest thing about that is I'm in the Millennium Falcon.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, seeing it parked there.
Yeah.
Isn't it like when you come around that corner and you see it parked there? Like the first time I saw that there, I was like, I'm just gonna need a moment. You guys fuck that up. Because they don't understand.
Right.
They don't understand the years of being that ship and playing with it and having a childhood revolving around that, and then to see it in real life sitting in front of you, it's like
it does something to you.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, even still, when I go there, like we don't ever ride. Like I've ridden Smuggler's Run once. It's not my kind of ride. But I mean, I would ride it again. It's not like I won't ride it. It's just nobody ever wants to go on it. But seeing that Millennium Falcon just sitting there, and you're just like, oh,
dude, this that whole area it is really cool. And if it didn't get it started, it was like 92 degrees by like
it's so hot,
and it was like I would have, and I told Cassie this, like 185 is a lot of money to get an amusement park. I would have paid that just to do Rise of the Resistance. To me, it would like that amount was worth it for that ride. Now, a second time, probably not. I want to get the other things in, but like to experience it one time.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Totally worth it. And it, like I said, it was so cool that like when I walked into that room, like I really got emotional. I was like, dude, this is, as a kid, like you said, as a kid, you're playing with the toys. Oh, you never imagine being in a situation where you're like in a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, you've played this role many times with the action figures in your head.
Right.
But actually being the action figure for once is like.
And there's a ton of people there, and like I didn't even notice them. Like I'm in this room by myself,
100%. Oh yeah, it has the ability to do that. Every time I go on it, it's like I don't care about any of you.
And that's and Bailey's, my son-in-law now, Matt, he loves Star Wars fanatic. And I was like, well, we got to take you. And I was like, listen, dude, I'm telling you, you might cry. Like,
oh, it's fantastic.
I was like, it's so awesome that I said, we'll go back when it's cooler.
In March.
Yeah.
February, March.
I was thinking like late January or something even.
February, March is the best.
February, March.
I mean, for you, late January is probably fine because at that point you're still like the weather we have here is way better than the weather you're having there.
Right.
But for us, February, March, late February, early March is like
that's the time.
This is the perfect, because it's just getting to be that it's like 60, 70, it's at nighttime it's freezing for us.
So, right. Well, it's like when we were there, we came there, it was 90 degrees, 92, 93. Yeah. We came here at 60 degrees when we flew in. I had shorts and a t-shirt on, like Jesus cold. And the highs of 75, which is unusual for this time of year for us, but it's been raining but yeah.
So did you ride anything after the Rise of Resistance?
We rode the last ride we rode before we left was Star Tours.
Okay.
And then I was like, and I still had that headache lingering from Rock and Roller Coaster.
Right.
And the Star Tours just like made it worse.
Oh, yeah.
So we got, this, but we couldn't eat any sit down place. It's all reserved.
Yep.
If you don't know, you don't know until you go down there. And
well, like, hey, so there are take like the back lot, or there are places you can eat that you don't have to reserve.
Right. Right. Well, these places would take walk-ins, all of them.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like an hour 45 minutes.
Well, no, but I mean, like there are counter service.
Well, that's what we ate. Quick service. Yeah. What we wanted, our ideal was like, hey, we'll go sit in the air conditioning and eat a nice meal. Like we're at Disney. Let's just go ahead and spend a little money. It don't matter.
There is no doing that. I mean, there's.
Yeah.
That's a fool's errand. Because
we went to the place. The one we thought about waiting for was Brown Derby. Yes, Brown Derby.
Yeah.
And they were like an hour and a half, and I was like, I don't know if I want to wait that long.
I don't know if we've ever eaten there or not. I feel like we have.
Yeah, it looked nice.
It's all nice, but I'm saying, like, honestly, most of the time we eat at the commissary.
Yeah,
which is right. Yeah,
we ate at the hot dog place.
No,
I got a hot dog. Cassie got bacon mac and cheese. It's $32 with a drink.
Nah, commissary. Trust me. Next time, go to the commissary.
Is that the one that has the NBC and the Peacock and all that?
Yep.
We tried to go there. The freaking lines were outside the door.
Well, you just do a mobile app order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a mobile order everything.
Yeah. We'll see. We didn't know that either. So we went to the place that had umbrellas for chairs.
Oh yeah, forget that.
Like, all right. Yeah. So we ate there, $32. Then we rode Star Tours, and then I could tell Cassie's like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this. Like, all right, well, what do you want to do? It's like, let's go back to the hotel. They gave you free water park tickets for sitting at or staying at the place.
Oh, nice.
So
water park?
We were going to go to the water park or go to the pool. And Cassie's like, I really don't feel like getting a swimsuit on. Like, hey, this your weekend? Like, I did what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any more. It's like, I kind of would like to go shopping.
Okay.
I'm like, cool. Where do you want to go? She's like, let's go to Disney Springs.
Oh, nice.
Like, all right, we'll get on the bus. We got on the bus, go there. Dude, there was more people there than at the park.
Yeah. That place is busy.
And so we do a few shopping. She got a few areas. We ate at the Italian place, Tellini's or something. It was actually really good.
Yep.
Rained like a mother.
Oh, did it rain?
The whole time after that.
Really?
So we shopped at like 3 places, and we got back on the bus. Dude, got absolutely soaked. We stopped in Uniqlo, got her an umbrella, and it was like, they were $25. Like, I don't need one. I'll just get wet.
Yeah.
So we go to the bus stations. They drop you off the front, and they're like, oh, you're station 20. Like, Jesus Christ. So you mean we got to go all the way around here where there's no rain block and get absolutely. So we wait almost an hour for the rain to stop. I was like, you know what? We just got to go. We'll both I'll hold the umbrella and try to cover us both, and we just got to run through. Got soaked, waited another hour for our bus to come.
Oh, wow.
In the meantime, 4 buses come for the music, all-star music. Like, what the hell's going on? Literally all the way ended up, by the time they picked us up, the whole bus was completely full of people standing all the way on it.
So the one thing that you got to remember if you ever stay at music, movies, whatever, doesn't matter which one you go to. Just get on the first one that stops for All Stars.
Yeah.
And because you can always walk over to it's all the same area.
Yeah.
You know, so because when we would stay there, it was like, I don't know, whatever. Because movies, like, one of them always got buses. And then none of the other ones did.
We were talking, there's a shitload of British people down there that I didn't expect.
Right.
But they were like, yeah, they always are late on the movie one since we've been here. It's like we've been here all week.
Yeah, because that's the last one. And the movie is the smallest.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, and then the music had like 4 in the meantime.
Yeah, that's the first one when you pull in is music.
Yeah.
So either way, the secret is just get on any of them because they're all going to the same place.
Yeah.
And you just get off and walk over to yours because there's a sidewalk that'll take you right over to the next one. You know,
that's the pro knowledge.
That is the pro knowledge on that one. Just get on the first all-star bus that shows up, and who cares where it stops.
Yeah. We'll know that for next time. But all that being said, like it was worth it for just one day, and we had a blast. I'll definitely go back. I really don't care to see the Animal Kingdom.
No.
But I would like to go back to Magic Kingdom.
If you're into the blue people, you know.
Like the Blue Man Group or whatever.
No, the movie.
Oh, Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar Land is impressive as shit.
Is that in Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
Well, see, if we go and we have the park hopper.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be cool to go there and ride.
Oh yeah, go there at night and just check it out because it's basically Avatar. The Flight of the Banshee is a really different. It's Soarin',
right?
But more intense.
Yeah.
Like,
well, see, the cool thing will be next time we go, I want to have Bailey and Matt there.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey will ride all the rides that are roller coasters that I really don't want to ride back to back with Cassie.
Right.
And me and Matt can hang out and do the ones that they'll also do the ones we want to do. But it's like Cassie has someone to ride with her, so it doesn't have to be me. And it's like, you know, they're fine. Like the Rock and Roller Coaster was fun, but like I said, it gave me, you know, next time
back is tough, bro.
Yeah. You got to have some space. Like if you're doing Rock and Roller Coaster and then you go to Rise of Resistance, cool. But if you're doing Rock and Roller Coaster and then you go to something else similar, it's like, no.
Your brain is not ready for that.
Yeah.
Well, so for 2 weeks, we'll do the Osama bin Laden documentary that just got on, The Hunt for Osama bin Laden, the new one.
Hunt for Osama bin Laden.
That's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Oh, I know the other thing I watched was the Thunderbirds, the documentary on the Thunderbirds. Not a recommend. Boring shit. Couldn't relate.
Yeah.
But no, Haley's been bugging me to watch that, so we'll just watch that and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's fantastic. And I'm like,
watch it. Be better than her last pick.
Yeah. Sure. But anyways, that's what we got. That's the show. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you in
a couple. End.